trying to decide what side we want to be the top. Much like our relationship.
Hey, darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey, darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now.
Week 11.
We're back. And we decided to take the van up to a little hill, have some Just Egg breakfast burritos. It's a little bit of Just Egg, avocado, mushrooms, onions, buffalo sauce, and everything but the bagel seasoning. So we're gonna drink our coffee while the van heats up. And then what are we doing today, baby?
Today I'm going to work on doing the trim for the windows.
I think I'm going to take out that back storage space and then sand down the plywood and start staining, and then put polyurethane eventually to make the table that we're going to be able to pull out. We have to go to Home Depot today to get a few things, but we're also going to try and find some table legs to install. So I know last week that we mentioned that we were going to put our kitchen cabinets in, but just timing wise, and then we wanted to get our bed in, it just didn't happen. Plus it was so cold last weekend.
It didn't make the most sense to move on to another project when we had to do the bed frame.
Yeah. So we're gonna do the kitchen cabinets this weekend, tomorrow, mainly with Ed. And we have a piece of oak, a slab of oak from a tree that Ed cut down. And so we're gonna sand that down, cut it to size, and use it as our kitchen counters. So we're going to finish up our breakfast, meander a little bit,
Make up.
make kiss a little, and then get started with our day. Hopefully this rain stops. See you in a bit.
Bye.
This is a real Shay. Beating her baby up.
Time to unload the van and get started. Let's go, baby.
Leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Hey, darling, I love it when it's me and you on the road with a couple of tunes in a car for two.
Finish the table, so now this just has to dry for a little bit, and then I'll flip it on the other side, paint that, and then put polyurethane on it and hope it's dry in time to put it back in the bed and sleep on the bed tonight. My father stopped by.
Howdy.
So I'm going to paint this other side now that the first side is dry, and then you can take it away, baby.
We're gonna go down and cut some wood. So we're gonna do the first cut on this side. So I'm gonna get measured up.
Where do you go?
Not really sure why that got caught up, but it is what it is. So we are going to now cut that guy. So now, got my nice piece of wood here. I'm going to go
You're drifting away and the walls have turned.
segment, we do unboxing and
Bloody Marys.
so
Fantastic.
big package just came in the mail. We finally went and got a generator. This is going to supply us with an extra source of battery and power for our van if we don't want to run it from the solar and the van itself. So this is what the generator looks like. There's a bunch of brands that do this. We went with EcoFlow just because you get a lot more power and faster charge times for a significantly cheaper price than brands like Jackery. There was a few other ones that we looked at. We can charge this 3 ways. The solar panels are coming in the mail. They'll be here Monday, so we can charge it with solar. It takes about 3 hours of direct sunlight to fully charge this. We can also charge it in a typical AC into the wall, and we can also charge it through our car battery. So basically what this does is it has 3 USB plugs. It has a USB-C, and then it has the like cigarette lighters. Then on the side here, you can see that it has 3 AC chargers. And by using this, we're not taking power from the van with things like lights running all the time, a fridge running all the time, that kind of thing, the water pump. We want to save it for that. So this will be great to recharge all of our electronics, to use outside of the van, like for blenders and stuff.
If we lose power.
If we lose power for any reason, we can use this. So it's just basically backup. Over here at the side, this is how you charge it. Under here, there is 3 different ways.
Say it ain't so. Please say it ain't so. You know, forever ago, you were in my arms. We used to joke.
So I'm gonna go ahead and sand this down, and then we're gonna put like a gloss on it. The same gloss, like a shiny one. Yeah,
All right, moving on to the final window for packing wood, and then I can actually start laying down the actual racetrack.
okay, so the windows are all framed. Everything is sanded. Stain that needs to be. So now I must make a list. We're going to Home Depot. Back from Home Depot. Gene's out there putting in the beadboard to the bottom part of the bed, and I am going to start cooking. The most random smorgasbord of food ever, but it's things that I've been craving and also recipes I've been wanting to try. So first, I am going to start making the batter to make buffalo cauliflower wings. So I did 1.5 cups of almond milk and then a cup of all-purpose flour. You can use like a chickpea flour, any kind of flour substitute you want. I just use all-purpose. Then just pour that over it. Okay, so the cauliflower is all coated in that, and then you put a little cooling rack that you would use for like baked goods on top of it. Individually, like kind of drip dry them for a little bit so all the extra batter falls to the bottom. Then you take them off, you remove the parchment, grease the pan, and then separate them, they won't stick as much because there's not so much extra batter. It's really a game changer. Okay, next is the stuffed portobello mushrooms. I'm taking 2 of the small baby Bella mushrooms and then I'm going to de-stem them. But when I de-stem them, I'm gonna keep the stems because I'm gonna chop those up with carrots and make that as part of the stuffing. So now I'm going to saute that carrot and mushroom mixture for a few minutes, warm it up. Something that I noticed, because if you don't have a food processor, that's okay. Put it in a normal blender, add in a tablespoon of vegetable broth. It will help it blend up more. Gene has been working the entire time that I've been cooking, so let's go see what she did. Oh, babe, it looks great. Look at you. You proud of yourself a little bit? That looks really freaking good. Oh my God, baby. Good work. Time to show them that I still need their help making Cheese Whiz. I took the cauliflower out of the oven and baked for 20 minutes. Now I'm going to put on Sweet Baby Ray's buffalo wing sauce. Is just the greatest. I'm gonna coat them and then I'm gonna put them in the oven again for 10 minutes and then they'll be done. So while the cauliflower is finishing up, I'm going to be stuffing the portobello mushrooms with that little concoction I just made, and then Gene is gonna make the cashew cheese whiz for the gravy cheese fries. So unhealthy.
All right, good morning, day 2. I'm gonna get started while Shay and Ed kind of wake up. But I want to show you guys what I did last night. Put in the walling for the bed frame in the outside. Now I'm going to go on the inside and we're gonna do the same thing. We want to cover this just so like when we're storing stuff, we're not getting caught on these things, and it'll just save us a little bit of frustration. Time to take some measurements.
I'm going to put a layer of thick polyurethane on this for our table. Gene decided to sand or to cut right near my project, not the first time, and get dust all over my nice, beautiful table I built from scratch. I grew the tree and everything. We're going to Home Depot. That's gonna fall. So we're gonna pick up the table legs and then more nails. So because we have to install the cabinets today, and I'm gonna pick up table legs to put on the other side of the table that we're slowly coating with polyurethane. We need like 6 layers of it.
Forever young, or am I faking? On the tip of my tongue, there's a sarcasm waiting for you.
Okay, so this is zoomed in. Oh. Okay, so we just got back from Home Depot. We got the table
No, we're
legs.
still at Home Depot.
Yeah. We just got out of Home Depot. We got the table legs, but the hinges that we need to be able to fold when it goes down, and then we can fold the legs up when we want to store it on top of our bed, we couldn't find, nor could anybody in the store.
Any person in the store. We had 6 people helping us.
There was just 6 people around us looking up things, trying to think of ideas. I still think that my weird hinges that I found would have worked.
No,
Even though
they
everyone
wouldn't be supportive enough.
So now we're going to another
Now
hardware
we're going
store.
to Albright's.
Yeah, it's nearby. So we're gonna try and see if they have it, and if not, we're gonna buy a cheap folding table and
I'm
steal
hungry.
the legs off it. I'm also hungry. I want a salad very badly. So, see you at Albright's. We've made a grave mistake coming in Target.
A brave mistake.
Cause I'll keep shining over you all. And if your wings entwining, you better face the fall, keep trying to get.
No table legs, but we do have other things.
Desperate people trying to get through the door, although the room's already crowded. But I'll keep shining over you all.
So now we got our measurement. We're gonna make a hole. It's a 13 by 13. And I'm gonna take this fine tool, I'm gonna cut the hole for the sink. Alright, I also want to show you guys a little bit. So we took out the backs to extend our space a little bit. We're gonna have our plumbing here. We did the same on this side as well. We're gonna put some shelves. And then right here, we put a divide back here because these 2 little lips, we didn't want them to, this one counter to pivot away from the other one. So we put some Wuan boards here just to hold it in place. We got a little B-board here to keep going with the effect. We had to take a pencil and translate the curve, which transfer the curve, and Ed showed me a little trick with that. You can either tape it or you can nail it. We chose to nail it the second time because it's easier. You would take your square board, which you had. You would put the pencil on the board, and then by running the wood up the wall, you would trace the angle or the curve that you would have to cut. It's a little trick for you guys.
We have another package from EcoFlow. I'm gonna get this set up.
Oh.
EcoFlow solar panel. So they come in a case.
Oh my God, it's a fancy case. I like the case. Oh.
They fold out.
Oh my God.
And it's 110 watts of solar that you then connect with these wires to this, our generator. So that's it will take 3 hours, and we kind of spoke on this earlier in the video, but it will take 3 hours of direct sunlight to charge this to 100%. So the next sunny day, we're gonna charge this up with these, and I'm really excited to do that.
Yeah.
That would be really cool. Okay.
We are cutting our countertop right now.
reason we're doing the board in 2 separate pieces is because the way you have to feed into the planer,
Planer. Like a flat
the
plane.
way that you have to feed into the planer is only 13 inches, so we cut it down the other board to 12 and a half, and then this is 8, and then we're going to marry them together to be our counter space, which is going to be 20 and a half inches, which, if you think about it, that's a really nice size counter space. I'm excited.
Me too.
I'm losing my grip, and I'm starting to drift. Open your eyes, open up wide, there's no time for lies. It's hard not to let go, and when somebody tells you I told you so, turn up the radio and bring us up, up, up.
Week 11 complete. We have a counter and a sink.
Now we have to pick out a faucet, and we're going to change the color of the sink and make it all tie together. This was a long night.
Yeah, it was a long night. It was the longest one we've done, for sure. But it felt good to get the counter done.
So if you want to keep up, we're really hitting the last final weeks here before we leave for Utah. We have like 37 days or something like that until we leave. So we're just going to be pounding it out from now on. No more breaks, so weekly videos. So if you want to follow along and you're enjoying this and you want to see us leave in April for the West Coast, hit that like and subscribe. We're tired. Good night.